So, welcome to this format of breaking news. And what is better to start the weekend than a $700 million payday? Payday check. Paycheck. Yeah, this is maybe the live feed of Elon Musk at his property right now to start the weekend with a small dance, because it's official now. The Tesla company just announced yesterday, after the market closed, with an SEC filing, that Elon Musk officially received his stock options. Now, to understand all of this, we need to go a little bit back. Now, Elon Musk has a very special compensation package that we will discuss. And also, there's a lot of media and other things that we need to discuss and disclose here. So first of all, you need to understand that Elon Musk is not a regular CEO, and he is considered the co-founder of Tesla officially. By a couple of years, they decided that he shouldn't get any compensation. He don't get a salary at Tesla, but he agreed with the shareholders and with the board of directors that he is eligible to a performance award. This was agreed 2018. We will go in details into that in a second, but the first chunk of it was awarded to him yesterday. All the news, like CNBC, was directly jumping on it. I was reporting about that a couple of months ago, right? That step by step, this will make Elon Musk, or could make Elon Musk, the most richest person in the world if Tesla stock continues to rise and he is achieving this operational and milestones for the market cap of Tesla. So how does it work? So there's two things to consider. So first of all, he gets stocks options. So he gets the options that are having an initial strike price of 350. So Tesla stock need to have at least $350 of price for the stock, otherwise they are not worth anything. And then he can change or execute these options and get 1.x million, I think it was 1.7 million shares of Tesla stock. Okay. And he needs to hold those stocks for at least 5 years. However, this would make him very wealthy as of yesterday if he executes these options. Now, this obviously seems a bit of huge, guys, and it is huge, guys. And even there are shareholders that are against this kind of excessive payday. There is one shareholder that has a lawsuit, that opened a lawsuit against Tesla. It's still in the making, so we shall see what it's coming out of this lawsuit. We know that Tesla has a couple of lawsuits going on. Make sure to thumb this video if you like it so far, and also this helps the channel very much. However, let's talk about the compensation. So there's two parts of the compensation, okay? So first is the revenue, and then is the adjusted EBITDA. These are the operational milestones. On the other side, there is the second tranche, that is the market cap. Okay, so the market cap has to reach a certain amount, and also the operational milestones have to reach something. And then he is eligible to a couple of different packages of stock options. Okay, so for example, you can see here the graphic is not that clear, but for example, if the market cap of $150 billion will be achieved, and the revenue of $35 billion, or maybe a revenue and adjusted EBITDA box. So it can be either of this to create this gray box that you can see in the upper level of the graphic. And then you can see as bigger it gets, the more stock options Elon Musk will receive. Which in the end, guys, if Tesla is getting more and more into higher valuation levels, this means that Elon Musk will be finally the most richest guy on earth, even more richer than Jeff Bezos. Guys, can you imagine that? This would be a success story like never seen before. But you know, there's a moral question and also question of what will happen next. Let's talk about the moral question. Is it right that a CEO can receive $1 billion or more of compensation from a company that he founded and putting his life work in? In my personal opinion, yes, because in the end of the day, those milestones are creating value for the shareholders that putting the money to the business to make it grow, right? To make this company where it is, to have the sufficient funds to expand, to work with it. So shareholders are doing a lot of risks. And on the other side, Elon Musk is pulling, and we know how much he's working and his team and how strict they are, putting so much money and time and passion and blood into this company that I believe, if it's going up and it's achieving and changing the world, why not making Elon Musk the richest man on earth? And then we see how he's handling it, right? We just saw that he decided to sell all his properties because he thinks that it's stupid to hold all of this very expensive real estate and be sort of a target for haters, right, of Tesla, or saying, you are a billionaire and you don't care about the sustainability or the moving forward of the human race or humanity, but you're only thinking about the big payday. I think, this money that he's receiving, I wouldn't be surprised if we see soon kind of tweet or something like that says, hey, I'm using these funds to fund the whole Mars mission, or to, create or put this back into the company. However, for the next 5 years, at least he has to keep this stock, so there's nothing that he can cash out and on the financial markets that could impact the stock price. So I'm not that worried about that. On the other side, obviously, I'm very curious what will happen with the money afterwards, after 5 years. And this will be super interesting because it's a lot of money. You can make a lot of things with it. And he can, just recently, for example, the SpaceX gathered like $250 million on the private equity market, and therefore you can see all these ventures still need a lot of money. Maybe boring company needs also a little bit money, so Elon Musk can always say, here, this $100 million, it's not a big deal for myself. So I would love to see, this huge projects that he is supporting to advance with this money. And just getting bigger and better, because in the end, it makes our life more interesting. To drive a Tesla is surely a pleasure, and seeing a sustainable future here on Earth and multiplanetary is a beautiful thing. And therefore, I believe that it's absolutely super interesting what Elon Musk brings to the future. We need more like him on this planet. And therefore, thumb up. And I see you later with much more content here on this channel as usual. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice Friday.